It is getting powered by World Sports Betting. It is good times. It's one Polokwane City Orange. I winning 1-0 against Mamelodi Sundowns Gabuyelo. That said, then from the old Peter Mokaba Stadium, there were complaints about the stadium and the pitch, and we saw like a couple of players being injured from that as well. However, when it comes to the game itself, there was only not necessarily that there was only one winner, but the team that won is the one that deserves to win on the basis of the chances created. Even though it was maybe 3 from their side and maybe 1 chance from Sundowns, but well done to Polokwane City. They were more dangerous, even though that only lasted for a few moments in the game. They were more dangerous compared to Sundowns in this game. So Vilakazi, last season, it only took Sundowns the whole season to lose 1 game. For now, they have lost a game already, and they were knocked out, already losing in the MTN 8 as well, semi-finals. So it's like their 3rd loss so far this season. What do you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Kunjani mfethu?
Yes, sir.
Ngibulise wena, ngibulise uchairman chairman, ngibulise Justice, ngibulise uBobo, ngibulise Linda Pep. Ngibulise nemakhaya, ngicela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Ngizobuya nje njalo ngichike futhi. Baba biza the rise and shine, I think so.
Rise and shine.
Yes,
Club yama orange.
Yeah, no, well done.
Izokujova ngo vitamin C.
Yeah, no.
Banokusho ku social media.
Yeah, iyafuneka. I think baba fakile eksini. Baba fakile eksini, yeah. Well done to Polokwane City. I think from the first whistle, Mr. Nkeo, they've shown ukuthi they want something out of this.
They were not scared of Sundowns.
Yeah, Abu Kampala and that midfield, the police, everyone like Matulu, Lapayana, they were fighting. They were trying to get to good areas, and they created chances. I think they created more chances than Sundowns. And yeah, well done to them. They did very well, and I think they deserve it. Mr. Gewa, I said this before. I know you will change your team, but why do you want to change it immediately? Give it time, and then you're gonna change it. Because if it's not broken, what are you fixing? So I'm saying now not because of Uluzile. I said game yakhe ichangile compared to last season. He's putting speed. They play more or less like transition because they're using Matthews no runners with that speed. So now the play yabo asasela play le yana manje cha we build up. Now we get to try final third. There's combination play and then we score. So I So now that's why I'm worried with the way they're playing, and if they'll continue like this, sure.
Well, no one says anything when they beat Marumo Gallants 5-0 with that same style.
Yes,
this is where for me there's an issue of consistency, even with the way if the same thing is working 5-0. When it's not working. So there's no in between. It's either, you see, so the analysis is almost like driven by the result as opposed to, I agree with you, so actually, inherently that the style has changed, doesn't look like Sundowns, but then when it beats a Chiefs, that same style, or when it beats a Marumo Gallants 5-0 or 4, whatever the scoreline was, when it beats a Mbabane Swallows, then there's a temptation to say, no, there's an element, yes, speed, man, Jongaburulani, he was slow in the build-up, stuff like that.
Yeah, Mr. Geo, you know why I question came here? Because if I don't want to compare him with that team, with the coaching Urulani, where Urulani will dominate, Urulani will create chances. But today, when you look at
there
the
were
team,
no chances.
No chances. So those are my questions. Okay, fine. It's you. I don't want to compare them, but I just want to talk. Coach, okay, coach. When you've got this team that dominated the league last season, what was it that you think the team was lacking? And for me, it's always going to be questions, Mr. K. If the team can lose 1 game in a season,
on the last day of the season, and then you take that team, and then you try to change the way of playing. And in football, it's fun. That's why I said, if it's not broken, don't change, don't fix it. Because now you had issues. No, I can't play Umushishi, 90 minutes in all the games. Now there's issue with Mukwena. Now there's issue with Mudau. And all those things, they will affect the team, Mr. K. They will affect the team. So now... But why do they come up only when it's losing?
No, Mr. K, let me put it this way. Yes, he won these other games, they play with that transition. But it was not the play that we all know, the play that will dominate in the league.
When he beat SuperSport United,
Yes.
he was so dominant. SuperSport were non-existent. When he beat Royal AM, he almost allowed them back into the game, but they were
Yes.
dominant, right?
Yes.
Even
Yes.
though I didn't like the style, actually,
Yes.
in the Royal AM game.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that in the post-match analysis, this thing never comes up when they win.
Mr. Kewo, you know, I'll be honest to this point. He won games, he did well in those games. And the opponents, they allowed him to dominate with his game plan. And he came with the very same planning of his game. And then the Polokwane City, they said, you know what, we'll go pound to pound. Let's go to them. If they want to go with that transition, and then let's see that is going to work. And it didn't work. And then now, Polokwane, they said to themselves, you know what, we've got nothing to lose. Just go to them. Yamosha, now they couldn't dominate the Sundowns. We've got Abamukwena Ngaphandle. Yes, Mapena started. A lot of players, Mudiba was not there. Mudau, you know, about Mayema. You need, especially after we need a I know he wants to manage his team. I know, I do understand that. But I always say, you've got 5 subs, Mr. K. You've got 5 subs that you can do. Start with your best team. Then second half, then you can rest them for another game. Because remember, the other thing in football, Mr. K, is that if you are not playing, you are losing the touch of the game. You are losing the eyesight. You are losing the action of the game. So it's very important that coaches, they need to understand, when you've got 5 subs that you need to do, start with your key players. And then you can take them out second half because now you are leading, you are in control of the game. And also you're going to give confidence to the ones that are coming in to say, look, oh, the guys that did this, no, nami let say isandla nami ukuthi nami ngiqhubekile laba gcine khona. But now it makes life to be difficult for everyone now in the team because now it seems like Ngati, they don't know who's going to play. And now the type of game that they're playing, but that's so Mr. Q. Iti. Maisuka la, ku goalkeeper, izo za la midlini la. From la midlini abo Alende uvulile umabuya bekalena, izo ya ku Alende iyale wide sefuneka i-cross. Ngapha izo ya kumabuya laphayana iyele kumurena kufuneka i-cross. Now Sundowns I saw attack la. There's no combination play. Today I'm disappointed in this is not Sundowns that we all know. Sundowns lose. I'm not against of losing the game, but lose the game with a good play. We always say loser with pride. You know what? I've created chances. It was not my day.
Let's talk about what it means for the picture of Orlando Pirates. I know it's still early days. Well done, by the way, to Polokwane City. If we didn't give him enough credit today in this video, we'll mention it again just in case. Well done to Polokwane City. You were the team that deserved to win, even though overall the game was nonsense, to be genuinely honest. It was not an entertainment spectacle. It was just attritional. By halftime, actually, I don't know if both teams had taken shots. I was describing to the guys that I actually didn't see both goalkeepers taking shots. So that's on those teams. And that will always be on 2 teams. Even yesterday, SuperSport won, but it was not a good game. That's on both of those teams, that it was not entertaining end to end. The picture of a 2-horse race, it's still early doors, but Sundowns, unlike last season, they've already lost in the league. They lost 2 matches in the MTN 8 as well. What does that mean for Orlando Pirates now? Uguti Manje, you are facing a slightly different Sundowns than last season and the previous season. They are a team that drops points. There's potential to take points away from them. You as Orlando Pirates, how important is it to win your matches as you play Abo Magesi around the corner, Abo TS Galaxy, around the corner?
Mr. Keo, Pirates, they are driving the ship now.
Yeah, they are 3 points now ahead.
It's up to them if they want to continue driving or they want to keep someone else that's steering to come and drive. Because if Sundowns, they play the way they play, for me, they played poor. They played poor today. And now this is another side, another eye opener to Paris to say, oh, no man, back on good. Oh no man, abasafana labana ukuthi mawuya kubo manje sozokwazi ukudefender. And now it will make everyone now to give Sundowns a challenge. And Pirates, I said before season iqala, I said Pirates, they need to win this league. And now they're in driving seat, it's up to them. They need to win their games. Don't wait for somebody else to do a job for you. You're still going to face Sundowns, you need to beat them. Along the way, you need to decide what is that you want to do from now on. You've got power to make it happen from now on.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that message. It's over to you, Orlando Pirates. On Tuesday, get those 3 points, get a 6-point gap. By the time Sundowns play their opponent, Cape Town City, they have a 6-point gap to catch up with. It's very early, of course, but this country needs a title race. iDiskiTV, Times, World Sports Betting.